Hey, happy 50th anniversary, Super Bowl III. We're all excited about it here. 5 decades ago today, Joe Namath famously guaranteed a win over the Baltimore Colts. Our inspiration for this question of the day: what's your playoff guarantee? You can tweet us with the hashtag GMFB, and we'll give ours a little later in the show. Wow, this is really a sight to be seen. Mike Giardi and Omar Ruiz here at Foxborough. You can tell which guy is the LA guy, right? Omar.
All bundled up.
He's got no gloves.
This just like
in a toboggan or something.
It's like mild out for Giardi right now. He's like, it's fine. It's no big deal. The Chargers and the Patriots there getting ready for their big game. Let's go out there live. And yes, Omar Ruiz is still rocking the Trapper hat. I love it. But let's get the latest first with Omar, starting with you, because you look real warm out there.
Yeah, Colleen, don't let that thermometer behind me fool you. It is not 17 or 18 as it suggests. It feels like 5, but it should be warming up. And as we get closer to kickoff, it should be in the 20s tomorrow afternoon and sunny. But those thermometers are in the visitors' tunnel to remind the Chargers just how cold it is. I asked Philip Rivers this week how often he'll check the forecast leading up to the game, like he did in that Kansas City game last month. And he told me that he had heard Bill Belichick say that he only checks the forecast on Sundays because the weather changes so much around here. So that's how Rivers will roll. The Chargers seem pretty unfazed. They've been a resilient bunch all year. Besides, as Anthony Lynn said, there's no way to prepare for the cold. They couldn't find a wine cellar big enough to practice in. For more now on the Patriots, let's send it over to Mike Giardi.
Omar, you're cutting into my sunbathing time over here. Belichick has asked about the weather day after day this week, and he said, we're not playing the weather, we're playing the Chargers. They're a great team. We're going to have to play our best game. Tom Brady was asked about it and said, look, I've practiced in this thousands and thousands of times. You know how to deal with it. You know what layers to wear. You know what the ball's going to feel like. And he said, and actually on game day, you have the nice heated benches. It's not so bad. The Patriots are certainly used to this, and they thrive in this environment. Just look at their January record, Colleen. It has been outstanding over the years.
I think, Giardi, you also thrive in this weather, though your nose is giving it away a little bit that it's just red right now. So I know it is a little cold out there for sure. Also, I was picturing Omar with the Trapper hat. That is his hair, the actual fur. So next time we bring him up, just like keep that in mind. All right, let's get into the discussion here. Is this the year that Philip Rivers can finally beat Tom Brady? Is this the year that the Patriots' problems are actually going to be to their demise? Like, is this
Are they more vulnerable than they've ever been, Colleen? That's the question.
I think so.
And that's the question we've been asking all year long.
I know.
I think so. I mean,
we'll continue to ask it.
Look at the numbers in the last half of the season. Earlier in the season, obviously they won some games that we didn't know that they were going to win. We didn't think they were going to win. They beat the Chiefs and all of those things. But Tom Brady isn't the same. I don't care what nobody says. He's still the GOAT. He's still probably the best quarterback to ever play this game. But I'm not used to seeing late in the season and Tom Brady only having 1 or 2 300-yard games. That's what's happened in the last 8 weeks. He's only had 2. I'm not used to seeing Tom Brady have a passer rating of below 50 in any game, which happened week 16 versus the Buffalo Bills. And Buffalo had a great pass defense, but a passer rating of 48.3, the lowest in a single game since 2006. There's something wrong. There's something going on up there in New England. There's not an indictment of anything, but I think Tom Brady, his age is finally starting to catch up with him. I think them using Gronkowski as much as they've used him over the years has been a big reason why he's wanted to get paid a little bit more. He knows his body's breaking down. I think his back has had some issues with it. And to me, they're not built.
He's missing throws, though, that he would normally make, right?
And when you talk to Bill Belichick, every time you've heard quotes from him on why Tom Brady's the best, it's because he's so accurate. And when you don't see Tom Brady be as accurate, to me, something's wrong.
He's in the spring, usually they're working in OTAs, and he's working on which thread of the jersey.
He was doing something different this past offseason.
So I'm curious. I'm not fast forwarding the playoffs here, but I'm actually looking forward to the offseason. I want to see what the response is from him if he's coming back next year for another year, which the indications are he is.
Was there maybe a bigger reason why he wasn't taking part in those off-season routines? Like, is there something that
he wanted to spend more time with family? I mean, if you saw that 5-part Facebook series that he did, he explained that, life is going by and you want to take time to enjoy the things that are going by before it's too late, and that's was part of this offseason. I also believe that he hasn't been fully healthy at times.
Right, I'm just wondering if there's something wrong with his mechanic, like if there's something wrong with like maybe his knee or like something that we just don't know about.
There was a knee issue at some point this season, right? I mean, that was pretty clear.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt around this time. You're going to have some ailments. You're going to have some injuries. This is a very violent, brutal, and grinding on your body type of seasoning game, especially the way they play. But also, too, really quickly, they're vulnerable because the word dynasty is attached to them. And when we talk about their dynasty, we have normally have seen them throughout the November, December, start to put the pedal to the metal. They've started to advance and separate themselves. They have been the cream that has risen to the top, and they're not the cream anymore. Things are changing. Everyone else around them has analytics that they've had years prior. Everyone already has guys that just specifically specify for that play, for that moment. Everybody is catching up to the technology and the technique that Bill Belichick has been for many years prior to, and now it's even Steven. And as championships are won by defenses, but yet playmakers are on offense. And when you are even, any receiver will tell you, throw me the ball because I'm leaving. And that's what's going on as other teams are up there and they're even. And now we're seeing that we'll see with the Chargers. Are they even?
Yeah, I think the suspensions also hurt them too. Julian Edelman at the beginning of the year, Josh Gordon, the health as we talked about with Gronkowski, and their run defense just hasn't been the same either. That Miami game, the Steelers, there's a lot that we could break down with them. And we have time to do it. We're going to get more into it. Don't worry. But we also got to talk about Eagles and Saints, the rematch. We're live in New Orleans with two teams that are rolling right now.
Carson Wentz not playing, though.
No, he's not. Nick Foles is, though.
Oh.
Hey, and they're two of the biggest reasons. The running back is
Return
back.
of the back.
Zeke and Todd. Hey, Mike Rob, who has more yards tonight?
Do I answer
No, not yet.
Oh.
Soon.
Was
Soon
that
enough.
for real? I didn't know. I thought it was for real.
Good Morning Football Weekend is brought to you by Verizon. The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network.